Okay. I am John. I almost didn't. I almost didn't notice you guys over there. I am John from A Guy And His Glassware. Oh, Jesus! Shaking the table here. And welcome to another episode with today's featured beer, Hapkin from the brewery Alkenmaas in Belgium. Let's get a little bit of a backstory on this. I got this all ready to go for you guys. Hapkin is a Belgian strong blonde, 8.5%. Of high fermentation, characterized by a rich foam color and a dry, bold finish. The different hops, including Saz, Sats. I'm not good. I'm not a professional at hops. I like multi, but I like balanced hops if it's a good balanced beer, you know. So I'll take complexity. But so, anyways, the different hops, including Saz and Monroe hops, are added in 4 times during the brewing process. This gives Hapkin its subtle fruitiness, which perfectly complements the slight bitterness of the beer. And of course, we have proper glassware today here. And this is from the brewery that also makes all the Grimbergen beers and the Judas beer, which is another Belgian strong blonde ale. So this brewery has a lot of its own unique glassware. The Grimbergen glass with the Phoenix is very intricate. I have that. I think I did a review on, not a review, I did a glass video. I don't do reviews, I'm sorry. I'm misspeaking here. But yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, Grimbergen has a ton of different beers. I had their quad most recently. They used to sell their beers in America. We don't have them anymore here. At least not where I am or anywhere near me. But yeah, that there's a fair amount of beers that this company makes. And let's take a close look at the... actually, no, you know what? What I'm going to do... What we're going to do is we're going to take a close look at everything here. I even have coasters today, guys. Take one. Actually, I just take one. I don't need 2. I don't need 2. We're going to show everything in detail. That's interesting, but you guys are going to see a lot of this. I don't even know why I needed to do that because I'm actually might not show the coaster in detail. We'll see how this comes out, but we're going to get some glorious shots for the beer gods because we need to fucking beer. Let's do it, guys. I'll see you in a few minutes after I get all my pictures out of the way, and then we're going to get a tasty taste on this. We're going to sample this in a minute out of the proper glassware. Cheers. Be back in a minute. Here we have the proper Hapkin glassware. This is kind of like a really big tulip without much of a flare up on the top of it. It's almost the size of like your triple carmelite type tulip thing with a bit of a shorter stem. Now let's bring this in. That is I'm gonna put my hand behind this here so you can see that a little bit better actually. That Hapkin is that H is stamped right into the stem on the front, and the stem on the front is pretty flat. It's pretty flush. You can see that, but then when you tilt it around the sides, these have a bit of a softer edge. It's like more rounded on the edges, the sides and the back, and that's completely flush. And that's squared off, obviously. And you can kind of see it there, see how it's flat and it's more rounded on the edges. This is the H side stamped in there. This, I'm not really sure. I'm hoping you can see. This has, it's really, it's hard to get a good capture on all the details here without changing the lights constantly here because this is like a gold, it's like highlighted around the outside of these letters. This is black with a gold, and I know you could tell a little bit there, yeah, especially when I tilt it. That's like a gold, it's highlighted on the outside with that gold on the lettering on every letter here. And then you have the X, the X for the axis here on the back as well, and a 33 centiliter and a 50 centiliter. And this mother's probably going to have a pretty violent head on it. Who doesn't love luxurious, violent head. And I'm imagining, because with this glass, to fill that up, I believe that this is actually for the the 33 centiliter bottles. So it's got two liquid lines, and then also, last but not least, let's see if we could, yeah, there we go. Sometimes I kind of there's no perfect way to get all these details with a white background or a black background. You kind of got to modify. There's that H for the Hapkin, for the nucleation site. So you have a pretty well-rounded glass here. It's got a lot of details on it. Nice screen printing, nice, even though it's simple colors, they got a couple different details on there with them. So that's it, guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pour this now. Cheers. Well, I am back again from my exhausting journey to take the best possible pictures and footage to promote proper glassware in the beer community. And this is Hapkin, and without further ado, I am going to drink this now, because this head was everlasting, and it was vicious and furious head, like I thought. And I did a good job, but now to enjoy. A little ASMR. I always hated that the word, or saying that for some reason. This is pretty tasty, really fruity. You get that spicy, almost like a little bit of a grassy note, a little bitterness from the hops. Fresh, vibrant, lively, spritzy, fruity. The hoppiness isn't that overwhelming, actually. It's just like, I mean, like it says on the website, it's there to kind of give that pizzazz, you know, however they worded it. But so anyways, how does it feel? Look at the lacing, Jesus. Guys, I mean, I wish I could be on film with a really good head, but man, this is a rocky. There's a big floater in there, big chunky piece of head in there. But what I am doing now is I am just seeing how this feels in the hand. I like how the back is rounded. You can feel that on your thumb, but then the front's flat. It kind of adds like an extra dimension to grabbing the stem. But, you know, I learned this from the late, great Michael Jackson of the beer community. I think it was on Conan that he handed glasses like this. This is many years back when I was starting to enjoy good beer. And I thought that's an excellent way to, and I'm sure that that's done in the wine community. I don't really watch people serve beer that much. I don't go to bars a lot myself, even though I served them in my own place a while ago. It wasn't entirely a bar though, exactly. But the handoff. Cheers! Beer! Okay, yeah, that does feel good. It's a nice bowl on the bottom. You know, if you want to warm the beer up a little bit, you could grab it that way, but I usually grab the beer just pretty much like this myself on the bottom. Sometimes, depending on how, like, you know, obviously if you have like a pint or something like that, or some of the Schlenkerlas like that, you obviously have to. I don't know too many people that chug back beer like this on a glass like this, though. I don't know. I mean, you guys let me know. I'm trying it now. I'm trying different ways here. This is pairing the proper glass. The head really comes out of the bouquet comes out. The bouquet of the aroma comes out of that opening that's funneling it up here, because you got that wide base and it narrows and then it flares out again a little bit. Not exactly like as much as many tulips, but this is similar. I mean, this is essentially a tulip, like I said before. It doesn't have a big flare at the top. But we'll count that another one for the books. I just want to take a look at this glass online, or the bottle online. 16 plus and 18 plus over in Europe, but in America, 21 plus. So, because when you look on these websites, they obviously have, if you're going to do research on these, you're going to see on websites that the drinking age isn't the same over in Europe. So, because they make you identify your age when you get in, just as they would here even on a website. But this was ordered, where are we from? Where are we from before we cut here? The glass is from Beer Glass Enthusiast, my brother in England. He's a good man. Check him out. Beerglassenthusiast.com. They have an eBay. This beer was from beeronweb.com. That's another guy. I don't know if he runs it with somebody else or his wife or something. It might be on his own. I'm not sure. But excellent stuff here. I'm pleased with it. I'm happy with it. It's a fresh tasting beer. Every Belgian's worth having once, for sure. I mean, you have to just try them all because every Belgian's unique. So I never have any regrets about trying a Belgian. And if I like them a lot, I'll like, especially when you have to ship from Europe, it's going to cost a lot of money. So I'm limited on my rebuys, but once I cycle through a lot of them, because I'm dropping a lot of cash on these, dropping lots of bones on these bottles, once I cycle through them and there's some that I really want again, I'll definitely double down, triple down on some of these. But guys, cheers. I'm John from A Guy And His Glassware. And until next time, enjoy.